Hey YouTube, how are we all doing? Lego Leprechaun here. And today guys, we're doing a video on the placement of the haunted house. So before we get started, as always guys, I want to thank everybody for their thumbs up on my last video and the positive feedback, and for again the new people that have subscribed. Always a joy to look through the comments and see such positivity. Always grateful for it. And another mention guys I want to give here is that in my video that I had done there of the haunted house with the interior and the exterior of it, I had mentioned in my video of a YouTuber called Rubric. That's where I got my inspiration for the haunted house, and he has a lovely city. And I just noticed that he hadn't posted in probably about a year or so on YouTube. And I thought nothing of it because, so many YouTubers do that. But one of you guys had dropped a comment saying that he had passed away. So I was well saddened by that and taken aback, to be honest. And to just confirm it for myself, I follow him on Instagram as well, and I went through one or two of his last posts and I just saw a few comments, I suppose, confirming that, So again guys, I got a good bit of inspiration from his overall city. He's a really tasty builder, and I enjoyed his content, but that's very unfortunate. So I just like to, I suppose, dedicate this video to him. So yeah, if you do get a chance, you might check his city out. It's just lovely to look at, and you'll see where I will be coming from regarding how nice and intricate and tasty his city is. Okay guys, let's get started. Right, it's not so much again a city update. It's just kind of walking you through to the haunted house area. So again, normal, we have our Arkham as usual guys. We have our town square. Again, more details now lads in the last update on the city that I done, so I'm just kind of briefly going through it. And now we're arriving at the area where I've done a bit of work over the last few days. So here we have it guys, we have our haunted house on the hill, and what I had to do here was take the green off it and kind of go up a little higher, and as I went up higher, bring it out a bit broader so I could actually plant the house up in it. So it's a good kind of a morbid scene. As you can see, the skeletons here hanging off on the chains, and we have the, I suppose, what's supposed to be the headless horseman there, even though he's got a pumpkin for a head. But I love the pumpkin mouth and eyes. It looks scary. And then we've got a kind of a rotten tree in the corner. I didn't want any kind of greenery on the top area, because again, like that, I just wanted the house to be more isolated and the green on the rock area. So again guys, sorry, now I'm leaning in here over the city itself and I can't go any further. I'm going to take down the rail, but I'll just go around the back of it briefly. Now the placement of it, I love it on the mountain, and I wanted it facing diagonally here, so it's coming across the city, so you can see it as you're walking up the middle here. And I didn't want it, so to say, square with the railway. As you know, Lego is mainly square, so I like to put a kind of I suppose a bit of an obscure look, and we'd say face it against the grain, so to say, with Lego, because that to me it's like a plus sign. You have here and you've got here, so I love just bending things around a bit. So yeah, so there was a bit of work right in the rock in trying to get it kind of right to fit the size. But again guys, I'm so used to rock work now from the Batcave that it was just a matter of putting in a bit of time and kind of seeing where it was going. If anything, it was a bit more refreshing, because to involve, we'd say, the green, when you look there at all the foliage, that is much easier to work with when you're doing rock than, we'd say, the cave rock. The cave rock, there's no green, it's just all rock. So it's very small details of inverted slopes and down slopes and one by one studs, and you're trying not to leave any kind of colour brick that's behind to support it come through, but the green here can fill in some of the gaps and make it a bit easier to kind of, I suppose, build, and get a bit of a flow going. So yeah, the same rickety fence broken down. I'll just show you one more there. is on the front, basically after rotting away. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you around the back of it there to give you a look. Again, it wouldn't be on Bruce Wayne's shoulder here to have a haunted house on the hill, but we're always caught for space, guys, as you know, with our Lego tables. So to me, it just stands out nicely in the corner there, and Bruce will have to put up with it. Now again, we're coming up here to the morbidness, guys, like, and I'm terrible for these gruesome stories, like, but this is the Grim Reaper there that was in the Scream films, if you can ever remember him. I got him as a custom fig, and here's the rock climber coming up to not know that he's meeting his demise at the top of the hill. So yeah, I just love putting in all these scenes, and when it comes to Halloween time, I'm going to infest it with everything between lights and figures and everything. So I just didn't overdo it this time because I just want to share the placement of the house here. So yeah, as you can see, the tree there, guys, is supposed to have no leaves on it. It's supposed to be kind of dead and rotten and spooky looking. And here we have at the back, so as you can see, there's just pebbles and bits of stone and stuff like that with no life around it. And there's the house itself. Now coming down here, guys, I also put a little back on it here and just lean into it. So we have that same rickety fence that's running around. We've got little steps here that are kind of moss green, and then we've got two broken gates as well, just to show like that there was one time an entrance up here, but no one has dared enter it because it's after becoming haunted and evil, so to say, you know. I didn't put a pathway up to it because, again, I would have to strip down the whole area here, and that would have been just a lot of work. And again, like that, as I said, no one would be walking up here, like, you know, in fear of death. So yeah, here we have our horse looking out over the city, and here we have the house. Alright, so sorry now, guys, it's tight in here, so it's hard to get a proper kind of handle on it, just in case the video is a bit shaky. So my apologies in that. So yeah, so I'm just backing out here. Again, guys, it's just a quick vid to show you the placement of it. I think it looks well, just kind of, if you look down through the city here now, this is probably the highest building that's in the city, because the mountain over the train, like, so it's looking out over it. And I do love the whole haunted house theme thing, and as I said, I missed out on this, so that's why I took the opportunity then to kind of do a kind of half custom job on it and follow the instructions. So yeah, guys, just to share that with you. Hope you like, and if you do, you might leave a thumbs up, a comment or two, and if you're new to the channel, by all means, if you feel like subscribing, I'd be more than happy. So thank you very much, and till the next video, Lego Leprechaun out.